All right, so we're going to do problem 16, which is on page 659 in your Applying AutoCAD book. For this drawing, we're going to start by drawing the front view of the drawing. So we're going to go down here with the line command, and this object is 2.5 inches across on the bottom. It comes up over here on the side at 0.5, and there I'm going to stop it. Over here, I'm going to start on this side and go up the height of the drawing, which is 1.75. And over, looks like to me, 1.75. And down, the down portion of it, we're actually just going to come down here. You could do the math on there, but you can just come down here and track to that corner and go down to right there. And that's got this view kind of, as I say, it is kind of blocked in. The outside of that view is done, or that drawing is done. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come in here. We're going to make put that on the object layer, and that portion of it is done. All right. From there, what I want to do next is I want to add in the rest of the details here in this front view. And for those details, what it's showing is showing this little angled line that goes across here. Well, the position where that angle line goes in, if you look at the book, it's 1 inch over from this line is where it goes, and it angles down to there. The way that I would do that is like this. I would just use offset and offset 1 inch to there. I just give this a layout line, and then draw a line from the corner to the corner. This was just a layout line that we offset, so we're just going to erase that out next, and then change that to our object layer. And that right there has got that front view done. From there, I would transfer up each side of it, much like we did on those block drawings, for the top view. And again, we're just going to start by blocking out this top view, so I'm going to bring another line across there. And with this, I'm going to offset down the height of the top view. If you look at the drawing, height of the top view is 1.5, so I'm going to offset down 1.5. And if I trim that out, that now has that top view blocked in. But now, just as I did before, I need to get some of those details into that top view. We're not going to measure out those details in our top view, or at least not all of them. A lot of them we're going to pull from this drawing down below. So for example, the line that goes right across here on the top view, I'm going to pull from this corner right here. And I'm just going to pull it all the way across. I'm going to go ahead and pull it all the way across so I have those layout lines up there where I want to see them. Next, we're going to have a layout line that goes across there. And that has my vertical lines done in this drawing. Now, next, I'm going to need a horizontal line that goes through the middle of this object. If you look at the book, that is 0.75, so I'm going to use offset 0.75 and offset that line down 0.75. Now what I need to do is just trim this up. I'm going to trim off those two pieces there. And I'm going to look at the book and just look at that top portion of it and see what I have left. Well, first off here, I have a little L-shaped part. So I'm going to trim this out there. So it's just a little L here. Then next, I have this bottom portion here that's just this kind of rectangular shape here. So I'm going to trim that out there. And then what I have left is this little piece that's left right here. That little piece represents that sloped piece, this sloped line that is in this view here. So that's what that surface is representing. So right there, our top view is done. So I'm going to go ahead and trim out, or not trim out, change that to the object layer, and it's done. For the right, excuse me, for the right side view, all you're going to do there is just layout, or no, I shouldn't say layout. You're going to do no measuring, and you're just going to bring across all the dimensions from either your right side view, or sorry, either your front view or your top view. So I start out always by drawing those three layout lines across, showing the top and the bottom of the front view transferred across, and then the bottom of the top view transferred across. Then, much like what we did before, we're going to put a random layout line across there that crosses across all those three lines. Now, you don't use offset here to offset the width of this drawing, but instead you do the layout. Remember, from this corner, it's from the bottom of the top view and the left side of the right view, you're going to bring a line in here at a 45-degree angle. From that 45-degree angle line, we're going to transfer from the top view, top of it, straight over and straight down. And now, once again, that has my right side view, as I say, blocked out. So we're going to block that out. That's the outside of my right side view. I could go ahead and do this just to lessen the confusion and put that on the object layer. So now, looking at this object, right down here on the bottom, I have a rectangular shape on the bottom of this. So I'm going to transfer that line from there straight over, trim it out, and again, just to do it, lessen the confusion as we go, I'm going to change that to the object layer. Then next, looking at the book, we have a rectangular shape that's right here, that's representing this edge of this block and this side right here. So to do that, I need a line that goes down here. Well, the position that goes is from this. So I'm going to transfer it over, transfer it down, and trim it off. So that line is going to be the object line once again, and there we go. Again, so you can visualize this a little bit, this portion of it represents that straight up and down piece that's on the back of the object, looking at it from the right side view, and this represents that sloped portion of it. So there's this drawing looking good. The only thing that you really have left is to get this centered up just the way you did on your last drawing. So I'm going to use move, all those. I'm going to leave those lines there. And I'm going to slide this portion straight down, something about like that. These two I'm going to move up just a little bit. Left to right, I'm pretty good, but I probably need to slide this over a little bit. So I'm going to move all these over just a little bit that way. And I really think I'm pretty close there. Notice when I slid that over, I moved these with it, so they have a little bit of separation here. That's okay. I can see where they came from when I'm looking on the drawing to grade it. So that's okay that there's a little bit of separation there, but this is centered up pretty nicely. I might even move these two views over a little bit. Now when I move those two, I'm going to make sure I get those lines up there also. And there. That might be a little bit closer. The last thing left is to make sure and get the title block filled in with the name of the drawing. This one is called Problem 16, so you're going to change the drawing title to Problem 16. We are in full scale. We're just going to say this block was also made out of wood, much like our other blocks. All these blocks we're doing now, let's just say they're made out of wood, like they're wood blocks, and edit up the rest of your title block. Once you have that done, you'll submit this in Student View, and that'll be great. All right, good luck on that one.